until I hit my last breath. Music's everlasting even if past death. Not overacting, music's never past tense. Colliding with the greats, welcome to this crash test.
All right, guys, this is another episode of BringTheBars podcast. This is episode 51, and I'm joined by Ruthless Rymez. How you doing, man?
I'm doing really good, man. Glad to be on here today.
Yeah, man, you got in the draw, I think, the first time, and then you won it on your first appearance in the draw. So congrats on that, man.
Appreciate it.
And to kick these off, you're new to the show. Everybody listen on radio. So just introduce yourself to everybody. Let them know who you are, where you're from, and where they can find your music.
Okay. I go by Ruthless Rymez, and I'm from Brunswick, Georgia. It's like a small city. And you can find my music on YouTube. That's mainly where I post my music. And it's Ruthless Rymez, RUTHLESSRYMEZ.
Perfect. And I want to go back to the whole start of your childhood and everything. Like when you were growing up with your parents and stuff, what kind of music was played around your household, even if it wasn't hip hop?
To be honest, usually I only heard music when my dad would, if I rode with him to work, and he would play like Hootie and the Blowfish and stuff like that. When I got around some friends of mine, though, they introduced me to rap music, is what they introduced, like that, and R&B music. So some of my first memories is like maybe like LL Cool J doing it.
Yeah.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crossroads. And you remember like the Busta Rhymes videos from back then?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So kind of grew up listening to like yeah, maybe around like 94, 95, started listening to rap music. I just fell in love with it. It was like any other music I heard, I didn't feel it. But then when I heard rap, it was like, whoa, I really like this.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, man. I didn't hear it till I was about 9 years old, 10 years old, the first time I heard it, and didn't even really know it existed that much. And the first heard it, it just blew me away. There's a whole genre based on the rhyming and wordplay, and I always loved the English language. So I feel you on that. And you got introduced some good ones, man. Bone Thugs, like right up there on my list. LL Cool J for sure. Man, those are good ones to get introduced to.
Yeah,
and, go ahead.
Like at my house, my dad didn't allow music like that. So when I went to my friends, they'd be like, hey, come here, check these songs out. And I'd be like, how do y'all get to watch this stuff?
Yeah, I got lucky. My mom allowed me to listen to it. My dad didn't want any part of it. He's like a classic rock guy. So he didn't stop me from listening. But if I had it, it's like on the Walkman, put your headphones on. I don't want to hear a word of it kind of thing with that.
That's the same with me. My mom supported me listening to it, but my dad, not at all.
And coming up with Ruthless Rymez, your rap name, how did that come about? And did you ever go by previous names before you settled on Ruthless Rymez?
Yeah, actually I did. My real name is Matt Rhymes, RHYMES.
Nice.
So I used to just go by Matt Rhymes, and people thought I made that up. And I was like, no, that's my real name. And they were like, okay. And then I knocked it down to Rhymes, and I switched it up to RYMEZ.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, when I went to make a new, like my music started getting better. So I decided, I was like, well, let me go with something else. So I quit the rhymes thing, and I just came up with Ruthless Rymez just maybe October of last year.
Oh, wow.
And restarted my YouTube page, and yeah, it's just, I'm almost at 100 subscribers from like 1 year ago making the page.
That's awesome, man, for sure. And what made you want to do, like you said, you felt you got better? I went through the same thing as well. Like I go by KC now, KingCanada, but I used to rap by a name of The Enterprise when I was in my, teen years is what I went by. But it was more like a horrorcore vibe of hip hop. And then as my personality changed and my life changed, I figured that didn't suit me anymore. So what made you really want to do the switch?
Well, what's crazy is you saying the horrorcore. That's what I started off doing. Like Brother Lynch Hung was a big
Yeah.
big influence.
Yeah.
I watch all his videos. And what did you ask me? What was the name switch?
Yeah, like what like prompted you to just go, okay, I'm dropping this previous persona and now I'm going with Ruthless Rymez?
It mainly it was just like my rhyme schemes got better. I got faster at rapping. And I was just like, man, I'm pretty ruthless with these rhymes now. So I kind of did that, but yeah, sorry about that. I'm kind of getting
Oh, it's all right.
I was just thinking. But yeah, that's all it was, is I just got better, and the old music I had wasn't that great. So I just thought switching the name and coming with new music would make it be like it'd be a better show
Yeah.
of me.
And it's nice that it suits. I can't believe that's actually your last name either. Like that's pretty dope. It falls into that category, man. Stepping up to like first record your like first time you ever record, what pushed you or motivated you? Because it's one thing to write a song down, but to get the confidence to get behind that mic the very first time, was it someone who influenced you, or you always wanted to do it?
To be honest, there were influences like I started seeing have you ever heard of Futuristic?
Yeah, yeah.
And Devon Terrell, do you remember when they would link together and
A
do
little bit,
remixes?
yeah.
I seen them with their own equipment like that, and it made me buy it. Like I was going to a studio, getting professional recording, and then something happened with them, legal problems or something. So I pretty much just ventured off and bought my own stuff and just started messing around with it. But when I was recording the studio, it was just I don't know, I was just very confident after I had put songs together. I would work on them though and practice them. Literally, I would go to the studio without my paper, where I would memorize them. And like the dude was like, "Where's your paper? How do you do that?" I said, "Man, I practice it so much, I memorized the whole song." And
especially when you're paying for your own studio time as well, you want to make sure you got that nailed down.
yeah, then instead of him charging me 40 an hour, I could knock it out so fast that he started just charging 40 a song.
Damn. Do you still go with that? Like you still always record with no paper?
No, to be honest with you, that part of me I kind of quit memorizing them like that. Sometimes I do punch in freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I might have like some written, and then I'll be like, I'm in the middle of it, like something's missing, and I'll just start coming up with stuff and just punch it in.
Yeah, and it always sounds better when it's not reading off of paper. And I always had a paper with me, but one trick, I think it was Tech9 that said this once in an interview. I believe it was him, but he'd always record once and he'd have his paper, and then for like a week you listen to that on his headphones, a rough mix, and then it gets stuck in your head so much you go and re-record it with the no paper, so you can better emphasize your vocals, and also you can hear kind of what went wrong in your recording the first time. Really,
exactly.
I always found that a pretty cool trick with that. And I've found most of your music on YouTube. I went to Spotify as well, but you had a couple features that you worked with on some tracks on YouTube. What do you prefer? Do you like working with features, or do you kind of like just doing a track all on your own? What's the pros and cons for each one for you?
I like working with people a lot of times because usually I go as hard as I can in the verse I do. So then after that, I'm like, man, I don't think I can outdo this. Or I was like, the second verse may not be as good, and that's not going to look good. So then I might listen to the song and listen to some artists that are local, or like guys that I've met just like through Facebook and like social media, and I might just find that like, okay, that dude he would sound good on this with me. And
Yeah.
then that's what I do. I'll reach out, and I've even paid for features before. Like it would just be somebody from another state, and they may want like 150 or something. I'd be like, I really like this artist. I think they're worth that. And I'd
Yeah.
put the money up.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people, like you see on these Facebook groups as well, a lot of people give artists a hard time for giving a price for a feature, but at the same time, you got to know your worth. And if you're willing to charge for a feature and someone's willing to pay for it, why not do it? Like,
Yeah. And when I looked at the guy, like the guy that wanted 150, like he had like 10,000 subscribers
yeah,
or something. So, and like every video had like 8,000 views and stuff. So I was like, yeah, he's worth. I was like, if
yeah,
he's asking that, he must be making money.
yeah, exactly. It's a promotional tool for yourself as well. It goes into your kind of promotion, like spending your cost of promotion when you work with artists like that. I've done that myself. I paid for like features with Stevie Stone and stuff like that. So I forked out a little bit on my behalf with that as well. And speaking of features, you like working on features. Out of everybody in hip hop, alive or dead, what would be your dream collaboration? Let's say you can get two people on a verse with you and one guy on a hook. Who would be your three features that you'd use for that?
I really like this question. Can I say like artists from the past and then artists from
Yeah,
like
mix them up, any three you want. Yeah.
okay, if it was from like the 90s or something like that, I probably would say probably Tupac and Eminem on a song and Nate Dogg singing the hook.
Yeah, that's a hit right there, man. Absolutely, like Nate Dogg, the king of hooks all the way, man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, one of my favorites by far. And I would have the exact same answer with you for the hook, man.
And then maybe this era nowadays, maybe I'd have to think on that for a second. 'Cause I'm still not really cool with all the new school.
Same here. Same here.
I think I might just go with that answer I gave you with
Yeah, you can't really top that one, man.
not at all.
And you're talking about music today, mainstream music. Is there anybody even really following mainstream today or anything like that?
Are you asking if there's somebody I follow this?
Yeah, like do you listen to any mainstream music, or are you mostly just an underground 90s kind of vibe when you play tracks?
I mix it up a lot, but somebody from this era, probably Kevin Gates is somebody I listen to a lot. And Montana 300. I like his punt. Have you ever heard of him?
Oh yeah, yeah.
His punchlines are crazy. It's drill music, but it's really lyrical.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, those are two good ones. I would say those two as well, but I'm not a huge fan of mainstream today, but I go with the Joyner Lucases, the J. Cole. I'm a big fan of them. So they're definitely pretty good. So like I went through a lot of your music preparing for this interview, and like you have different styles, man. Like you're all over the board. You even bring kind of like a crunk trap vibe on your song Bounce. You bring some underground feels, even some mainstream vibes on a couple tracks. How would you like describe your overall style of hip hop?
To be honest, I'd say scattered. Like it's my style. I don't know. I just have stuff like I might talk about how the internet does people nowadays. Then I might go over here and talk about like a song for like I might make a song for my woman or something. And then, I don't know, I'm just all over the place. It just depends on what beat I find in here. And then
Yeah, are you more of like do you get a topic in your head first, or do you like to hear the beat first and that kind of makes the topic pop in your head?
yeah, I usually like the beat surf first, and then like maybe if I see the song title, like or the beat title,
Yeah.
I may flip that and like just go off of what the title says. And then sometimes I may just make up something for it.
Yeah.
Usually I come up with the chorus or the hook first. And then I go from there with the verse.
Yeah, I'm totally opposite. I go verse first. I find I am not a great hook writer. Like I've improved, but I always second guess my hooks all the time. But
And some of the songs that I emailed you, I actually didn't want to use some of those. I didn't have time to get into the laptop and like export things out of it.
yeah.
So I just sent you what I had on my phone really quick.
Are any of these songs from your YouTube page that you sent my way?
No, actually they're not. Yeah, because I wanted to play Bounce on the radio. I knew that.
I can like rip that if like I have your permission. I can go there and I think I can rip it from YouTube with your permission to do that, and I can run it on for a track if you want to.
I actually wanted you to, yeah, if you don't mind, you can grab Bounce off of there.
Okay.
Hate to Love, and that's about it from YouTube.
Yeah.
And then, like the ones I emailed you, I guess I could I tell you now which ones to maybe scratch off?
Yeah, sure.
Trying to think of which one I would knock off of there. Because I probably and
well, we can discuss it even afterwards. Like I'll send you what you sent me and then we'll mix and match, I guess, kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I can definitely grab those off YouTube for you. And yeah, I think Bounce would be great for the radio, man. That was getting me going when I was hearing that. And
glad you.
Yeah, man, I really enjoyed it. I like the feature as well. You guys definitely brought it on that one.
Yeah, that's actually a local guy that I got.
Oh, nice. And
yeah, I put up a post one day just saying like I got a bunch of open verses if anybody wants to link up locally, and only one person reached out and was like, I've been wanting to work with you. I've been waiting on you to say something like this. So but it was
meant
a really
to happen,
good.
Really.
What'd you say?
I said it seemed like it was just meant to happen in the long run, anyways.
Yeah, and then his verse was crazy. Like,
yeah,
I don't know how he raps like that. I was like, how does he rap like that?
Yeah, man, for sure. You guys brought it. You said now you have your own equipment and everything now, right? You do everything kind of in-house.
Yeah, and I found this dude from Florida. I'll mention his name. It's S.A. Silent Assassin. And the way it happened is I did a Tyler Hero remix, and I started surfing to see who else had done them. And I found S.A. Silent Assassin. And I went and followed him on everything and subscribed to his YouTube. And then next thing I know, we start talking, and now he mix and masters everything for me.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because being like an independent artist today, you're pretty much your own business now. It's like you got to do so much in-house, and there's so much of the process to go with it. So like the whole process from when you're first starting to hear a beat to writing the song, recording, mixing, releasing, what's your favorite part of the whole process, and what would be your least favorite part of the whole process?
Usually I really enjoy the recording part. That's usually the part I really enjoy. You know, maybe some of the I don't really know what I like. What's the least thing I like?
I know a big common answer on this show here is a lot of people really dislike the whole promotion aspect, or trying to like get your name out there and sending links. And
to be honest, maybe that's the part I don't like the most. You have to post it everywhere, but I know that's part of being independent. You have to do it.
Yeah, big time. It's definitely a big part. And Also, going through your YouTube channel, you had a little project you did on there. I think it was an EP or something, but pregame. You have that all on YouTube. How did that whole concept for pregame come about?
Yeah, it's actually a mixtape where I'm rapping over other people's beats. Like the intro is Lotto. It's a Joyner Lucas beat.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard that.
Like where you see Ruthless Rhymes on there and Reloaded, what it is, I recorded it. I came out with pregame in maybe 2018, and I recorded it all by myself. And to be honest with you, I thought it sounded good back then, and it sounded terrible. So I want to just abandon the whole idea because I had that dope cover art.
Yeah.
I don't want to abandon this. So once I got better and I started recording these new like remixes, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna figure out a way to like make this like revamp it or something with new stuff. So that's what happened is I actually physically did that myself. Like found the lettering that was like rhymes and put Ruthless beside it and then did loaded at the bottom. And I just saved the pic like that. And I just it's actually not finished. I was adding remixes to it like every week or every month. And I just gotta add an interlude and an outro to that. And it'll be a complete 10-song mixtape.
Yeah, man. I tuned into the whole thing. Definitely good job on it. That cover art, like you said, you couldn't let that go to waste, man. That was pretty dope cover art for sure. And it's crazy to think now 2021 is pretty much almost over. We got 2022 around the corner. What can we expect from Ruthless Rymez in 2022? Are you going to go an album route, just singles? What can we expect from you?
I actually, when I put that interlude and the outro with the mixtape, I'm gonna drop the I'm not gonna say I'll drop the mixtape because it'll already be there. It's just a free mixtape. I'm just for like, you know what I mean, to show off my skill of like punchline and all my different cadences. And that's actually gonna be available like the 10-song mixtape. It'll be available on the 1st of January. And I'll actually be dropping a No Capping remix with S.A. Silent Assassin, and it'll be a motion graphic video. And I'm dropping that. I'm gonna drop that on the 1st, along with the mixtape being complete. So I'm gonna start 2022 like right off the rip. I'm coming.
You're kicking it off right, man.
And then from there, I already got other songs in place to come behind that stuff. And and I'm gonna drop No Cap, and the album will come out next year.
Oh, nice.
It'll be I'll say maybe March.
Oh, nice. I can't wait for that, man. That's gonna be dope. And then with everything you got coming out and everything you're planning to do in 2022, what would you consider like success for yourself with your music? Like what would be successful for you?
To be honest, man, I just want to get more listeners. Like, and I actually want to I want to make songs too, though, that people can like get something out of. Like, to be honest, be like inspirational to people.
Yeah.
Like I really ain't looking for money and fame. I just really want to like get people excited about the music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I will be looking to promote more, get more subscribers, like build fan base. I still know I need to do all those things, but like me, I'm really just doing it for the love of it, really.
Yeah, that's the best thing you can do, man. You can't try to go for the profit or the fame, especially be an independent artist, because that can take a long time to get there, or you might never get there, really. But just the love of it, man, for sure. I feel the exact same way on that. And like outside of music, outside of hip hop, so we're talking to you as the artist, but you as a person, like what's important to you outside of music?
Outside of music, my family that's here with me, that's the most important.
Mhm. Yeah, me too as well. What do they think of your whole pursuit of music? Are they supportive? They big fans? How do you kind of balance your family life and your artist
Uh,
life?
like my girlfriend, she really loves my music. Like, and she'll critique it. Like, I let her hear things and she'll go, nah, I think you should maybe go back and see what else you can do with that. And like, but she's very supportive. Like, even this, she's actually in the back with the kids to keep it quiet for me to be able to do this. And then
Mine's doing the same thing right now with my little one.
she's actually in the back with 3 of them.
We only got one so far, so
But yeah, the littlest one is he's the wildest one.
yeah.
Like, if he was in the living room, he'd be screaming right now because I'm in here doing this.
Yeah, sometimes during my videos, these podcasts I do, I'll hear my little one run up to the door and bang it, and you'll hear it in the background of the interview.
Yeah, that's what I asked her. I said, "Can you take them back there or outside?" I said, "'Cause I don't want to screaming to be in the background or on something." But like the oldest kid, he's 16, so he kind of is like you rap. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
And the younger kids are like, I want to hear what you did. And if it doesn't have cussing in it, I'll let them hear it. But
Yeah.
sometimes I'll tell them, nah, y'all don't need to really hear what I'm saying on here. When I make something y'all can hear, I'll let you know. But they're pretty supportive. Like I mean, like if I ever need to record or anything, is they're understanding.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice to have. I have the same thing as well. And it's nice with your girl too, as well, giving you constructive criticism, because you always need that outsider input, and who's better to take it from than your own girlfriend, you know?
Yeah. And it works out. I don't get it like upset or mad.
Yeah.
I go, you know what? And she actually can sing. She grew up singing. And actually, did you
Can we
listen to
expect a collaboration then?
It's actually on that mixtape already.
Oh, is it? Is it
Did you listen all the way through?
yeah, I listened to all of it. I know it's a couple I heard the girl voice, but I didn't know if that was part of the beat or whatnot.
Yeah, that actually on that Differences remix, that Genuine beat, that's her singing on the hook.
Oh, nice. That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's dope.
And we were talking about each other in the song.
Mm. Yeah,
Like
that's nice.
I actually wrote the hook. I flipped the hook. And she was like, I don't like, she knew that Genuine song, but
Mhm.
I can't sing. But she goes, how am I supposed to sing this? So I have to, like, in my worst singing voice, I have to try and tell her how to sing it. And then, like, in the end, it turned out like she got it down pat. She's like me, though, like very critical. Like, she wants everything to be perfect.
Yeah.
So, like, she still to this day goes, I still think I could have done better. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah, that was pretty good. We're always our worst critics, though, our own worst critics, no matter what any of us artists do, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Looking at the time, we're almost running out, but at the end of the interview, I like to do a segment with some new artists that come on the show, and it's a segment called Name Your Bars. So basically, I got a list of 5 of your tracks here, and I wrote a bar or 2 down from each one of those tracks. I'm just going to say them out to you. No flow, no beat, no nothing. And let's see if you can tell me which track these bars are from, and let's see if you can get out of 5. So first one here I got is, what is my aim, fortune or fame? I got a list full of names, but who I really blame.
That's actually from the Enemy remix.
Yes, it is. 1 for 1 so far on that. Second one here is, within my own self, I am fighting a war. Ain't no sleep till my bag is secure.
That would actually be Hate to Love.
Yes, that's 2 for 2. We got 3 more here.
Okay.
Everything you do is trash, man. I'm gonna leave it by the trash can.
That's from that Quiet Storm interlude.
Yes, it is. 3 for 3. We got 2 more, and it's Catch Plays, Ocho Cinco, Martian Lynch. I'm in beast mode.
That's actually from the track Bounce you had been mentioning.
Yeah, I love that line too, man. All right, you're 4 for 4. Let's see if you can go 5 for 5. And it's rolling down the street, got 380 on me, got a couple killers that'll spray it for me.
That's actually my Jet Lag remix.
Perfect, man. You know your stuff. But yeah, you got 5 for 5, man. That's the end of the interview here. But I want to thank you for coming on, being a part of the whole BTB group. It's a lot of fun to talk to you, and keep involved in the group. I'll keep checking out everything you drop.
I really appreciate you having me on here, man.
All right, man. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, man.
All right, you too.
Take it
Later.
easy.